Pests and pollinators. Throughout the history of agriculture, pests have taken advantage of our clustering of food plants into agricultural fields. A pest is any organism that damages crops that are valuable to us. And a weed is any plant that competes with our crops. These are subjective terms, defined entirely by our own economic interests. We have developed thousands of chemical pesticides. Pesticides are poisons that target pest organisms. Over 9,000 million pounds of the active ingredients from pesticides are applied in the United States each year. The pesticides can come into kind of three main categories: insecticides, which target insects; herbicides, which target plants; and fungicides, which target fungi. Pests can evolve resistance to pesticides. So within each population of organisms, of the insect or the pest, some individuals are genetically immune to the pesticide. They survive the application of the pesticide, and they pass those genes to their offspring. After some time, the pesticides stop being effective. This is an example of the evolutionary arms race. Chemists increase chemical toxicity to compete with the resistant pests. Biological control pits one organism against another. Biological control, or biocontrol, operates on the principle that the enemy of one's enemy is one's friend. We find natural enemies or predators of a species we consider a pest and introduce them to an area where the pests are a problem. Biological control agents themselves can also become pests. A great example of a success story here is the cactus moth control of the invasive prickly pear cactus in Australia. Biocontrol involves risks. No one can predict the effects of an introduced species. The agent may become invasive and harm non-target organisms. So cactus moths are eating rare Florida cacti. Removing a biocontrol agent is harder than halting pesticide use. The harm done by biocontrol agents may be permanent. Integrated pest management combines a number of different methods. Integrated pest management, or IPM, uses numerous techniques, including biocontrol, chemicals, population monitoring, habitat alteration, crop rotation, transgenic crops, alternative tillage methods, and mechanical pest removal. We rely on insects and other pollinators to pollinate crops. Pollination is the process by which male sex cells of a plant, the pollen, fertilize female sex cells of the same species of plant. It is the botanical version of sexual intercourse. While our staple crops are grasses that are wind pollinated, many of our other crops depend on insects for pollination. North American farmers today are dependent on European honeybees. Where am I going? There we go. European honeybees for much of their pollination. However, parasitic mites are devastating the hives of these insects in recent years. In 2006, scientists raced to discover the cause for the death of entire hives, known as colony collapse disorder, or CCD. Conservation of pollinators is vital. Farmers and homeowners can help maintain populations of pollinating insects by reducing or eliminating pesticide use. Providing nesting sites for the bees and also food sources, such as flowering plants, will also increase the presence and survival of pollinators. And that completes our lecture on pollinators and pests.